Part 3. The Methodology of John Barton. Here, I'll be looking at the idea that everything we need to know about performing Shakespeare is already in the text. How to use verse, stopping at the end of lines, and how we approach prose. What John Barton reckons is that everything we've got is in the text. Everything for Shakespeare. We don't have to worry about we talk about what it means, but all the clues about how to perform it are in the text. Use the basic rule, which is you stop the individual.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them, to die to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation. Fair Ophelia, nymph in thy orisons, be all my sins remembered.
Good my lord, does your honour this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours, that I have long longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My honoured lord, you know right well you did. And with them words of so sweet breath composed, has made the things more rich than ever.
We'll try and do that thing, you know, where we are speaking through the line, and we're just going to the end of the line and stopping.
Okay.
Right?
Cool.
Just as an experiment. And then
Be all my sins remembered.
Good my lord, how does your honour of this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours, that I have longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My honoured lord, you know right well you did, and with them words of so sweet breath composed, as made the things more rich their perfume left. Take these again, for to the noble mind, rich gifts wax poor.
were there any things you thought, that doesn't work for me, I don't like that?
This one line where Ophelia says, and with them words of so sweet breath composed, as made the things more rich than perfume left.
Yeah.
Pause in between composed and as felt a bit odd because and with them words of so sweet breath composed as made the things more rich their perfume left, as opposed to and with them words of so sweet breath composed as made the things. It sort of values the things.
Could we try something then? Holding within this thing where I ask you to stop on the line.
Yeah.
If the thought goes on, do an upward inflection and hold like you're trying to gather on the thought.
Okay.
So if I was to give you a line reading from this, as with the words so sweet, and with them words so sweet, and with the words of so sweet breath composed, as made the things more rich their perfume left. So you do it like a question and answer.
Yeah.
So you're giving yourself a stop.
Right.
So you're trying to pull in a thought. Yeah.
Like,
But as is with all these things, you need to keep. Shakespeare said that you have to keep talking but if you drop the energy, the other actor on stage will sort of jump in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right that thought goes over. But there's something interesting for me about the fact that you were so composed, as made the things more rich their perfume left. Take these again. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And that's sort of what it is. When it sort of clicks like that, and you work it with the verse, it makes it slightly, this is for me, it makes it kind of more interesting. Than running straight through. Choice, isn't it? Yeah. But Shakespeare decided at this point, he moved from verse to prose in this scene specifically. He chose to do that.
Yeah.
And you could see it in the writing, can't you? And it was nice because I could see it in your choices. Because it was a bit like you became slightly freer to manipulate the language.
Yeah.
Which was interesting because possibly you could say that in relation to his character as Hamlet, when he's being the prince, he feels constricted. And then when he's able to become more prose-like, he can be unrestricted, he can be horrible, he can get me to another room, don't bother me, I can't be with you anymore, please leave me alone. And then he immediately goes back into, because she immediately slips back at the end. I know she's doing a soliloquy, so she does that bit, oh what a noble mind's here, but she immediately goes back into speaking in verse.
Because that's her natural
That must be her natural state, so by him...
Or you're getting more comfortable.
Oh yeah.
It gives you permission to say things that you would not say.
Could it not be that Hamlet's decided to do this because he's trying to humiliate her?
Yeah.
Possibly, it's a choice. That's just maybe from the point of view of prose. That's why you switch over. Are you honest? It's like a bit like he goes, oh, Geordie.
Yeah.
When we changed to when we changed to prose,
Yeah.
where are you from?
Sheffield.
Sheffield.
Yeah.
Can you do Sheffield?
Yeah.
Can you kick into the drum?
I'm
So there you go.
Right.
Your honour for this many a day.
And thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have long longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My honourable lord, you know right well you did. And with them words so sweet of breath composed as made the things more rich their perfume lost. Take these again, for to the noble mind rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind. There, my lord.
Are you honest?
My lord.
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
Well, if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
Aye, truly. For the power of beauty will sooner transform honesty from what it is to a bawd than the force of honesty can translate beauty into his likeness that was sometime a paradox, but now the time gives it proof. A cast of thought, and enterprise's great python moment. With this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action, soft you know. Fair Ophelia, nymph in thy orisons, all my sins remembered.
Good my lord. How does your honour for many this a day?
I humbly thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My good lord, you know right well you did, and with them words of so sweet breath composed, as made the things more rich their perfume left. Take these again, for to the noble mind rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind. There, my lord.
Are you honest?
My lord,
Are you fair?
what is your lordship?
Then if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
I'll give thee this plague for a dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow, thou shalt not escape calumny. Get thee to a nunnery, go, farewell! If thou wilt needs marry a fool, for wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery go. Quickly! Farewell! I've heard of your paintings too, God! It gives you a face! And you paint yourselves another. You jig, you amble, you lisp, you nickname God's creatures, you use your wantonness, your ignorance. I'll no more on it, hath made me mad. I say, we'll have no more marriages. Those that are mad already, all but one shall live the rest. All but one shall live, the rest shall live as they are. To a nunnery go.
Oh, what a noble mind is here overthrown! The courtier, soldier, scholar, eye, tongue, sword. the expectancy and rose of the fair state, the glass of fashion and the mould of form, the observed of all observers quite down, and I of ladies most deject and wretched, that sucked the honey of his music vows, now see that noble and most sovereign reason, like sweet bells jangled out of tune and harsh, that unmatched form and feature of blown youth, blasted with ecstasy. Oh, woe is me, to have seen what I have seen, see what I see,